Hello everybody, this is Llodg, and before I get into the video, I want to say that Square Enix has provided me with a code for Crisis Core Reunion for the Xbox Series X. And even though they did provide me with a code for the game, this video is honestly 100% of all my own thoughts, and I was going to make this video anyway, so yeah. Thank you Square Enix once again for providing me with this code. If you're interested in the game, it's actually available on all of the consoles you know, so Xbox, PS4 and 5, and the Switch along with PC. And I'm just hoping more Final Fantasy games get ported to Xbox. Come on Square Enix, give me a 7 remake on Xbox already. So as some of you may know, I'm a pretty big Final Fantasy fan, and 7 in particular, and have even played the original Crisis Core on the PSP, and when it got announced that a remaster was coming out, you could say I was kind of excited. As I remember my presentation where the guy's like, I hate this, don't look. Oh, Crisis Core, Crisis Core, Crisis Core. Yes, this is the simulation from the beginning.
Loose, right?
Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to be too loud, but oh my gosh, yes. Reunion, let's go. Dude, I'm so hyped for this. This winter, it's coming on Switch. Oh my gosh! And hearing that this game was going to have a changed up battle system got me pretty excited since I felt like that was the biggest issue with the original, though I honestly didn't mind it as much as others did, but it'd be cool to have a battle system that doesn't rely on me quickly going through a line of commands, but in all honesty, for me, I would have been fine if it was just a straight port of the original PSP game. But the changed battle system wasn't the only thing that I loved about this remaster, as this game honestly really surprised me for how great it was, and this is coming from someone who really loves the original a lot. So in this video, I'm going to run through some of the changes in this game that really made me not want to put this game down and make this video. I could have just recorded like an hour or two of gameplay, but I played up until like chapter 4, so no big story spoilers in this video, but honestly, if I wasn't going to make a video, I don't think I would have stopped playing. So first, gameplay is really good. Now the actual gameplay isn't all that different aside from like the input lag, but being able to have like buttons dedicated to attacking makes the game feel a lot better as you can quickly attack and then shoot off a spell. By being able to click the left bumper and being able to easily choose what action to do is really cool and feels a lot like 7 Remake, which is what I think they were going for without having to totally redo how the gameplay would come out. Also, they kind of changed how the DMW system works, and by that I mean it doesn't stop in the middle of the gameplay to maybe show you getting all the characters the same. It'll just do that in the corner of the screen, and I honestly didn't have that much of an issue when it was interrupting the gameplay, but now that we have it with the battles going so much faster, I honestly can't see me going back to battles being interrupted over and over again. Also, being able to choose when you want to do the summon moves is really cool too. By a certain point in the story, after battles, depending on what you did during it, you can get some health, MP, or AP back, which I think is just a cool feature, as I'm always out of health since I'm terrible at games. Also, being able to run and not do this walk jog thing is so cool too. Like, I really like doing it, so I just wanted to include it somewhere in the video, even though it doesn't really change up my opinion of Crisis Core if it wasn't in the game. Now I want to talk about the graphics, because comparing it to the original PSP game, it looks so much better, and I think they're using the models from 7 Remake, or at least in that kind of similar style, because everyone looks really good, and the maps and overall setting are also look really good. Not as good as Remake, but it's a budget title, so what are you gonna do? Still, it's really nice to see this game look so good. Also, I just love seeing Aerith again just because she's amazing, and I didn't realize this until I played the game, but Aerith and Cissnei look so similar to me. I'm not sure if it's just the style or if I'm going crazy. Also, it's just nice to see Cissnei and the other Crisis Core only characters again. I'm so happy they didn't remove them to make the story a lot more linear. Also, I'm sure you've noticed, but all the animations are the same or at least similar, and I really love that they didn't go and change it to be more modern, because we get these cheesy scenes like this. I really enjoy them even if they are a little cheesy. So yeah, I really love all the detail in this game, and seeing it on a big screen is super cool. Also, I know it's not really all that changed up, just touched up a bit, but the CGI cutscenes are still some of my favorite cutscenes in games, and I'm so happy to get to see this scene in particular on my TV.
Noted.
And talking about Sephiroth, I think he looks really good here. I'm a big fan of Sephiroth in general, and I always love seeing more of him, but like, something about this lower budget remake model is so good. I can't explain it, but I just really like his model a lot in this game. though he doesn't share the same voice actor as the original Crisis Core. In fact, I'm not sure if anyone returns from the original game. Like, Angeal sounds so much like he does in Crisis Core, but I looked it up and it's just another actor, but he did such a good job that I would have never known. And my only two issues, and I put issues with big quotation marks because I still think they get the job done well, are Zack and Sephiroth. Sephiroth, obviously, because I love the character and watch his Advent Children scene a lot, so I'm super used to his voice. But Zack's voice is a little off to me in 7 Remake, probably because I played Crisis Core and was just used to his original voice actor, and was worried I wouldn't be able to shake it off for this game. In the first scene with Zack, his voice does sound a little weird to me.
Zack speaking.
Making progress, Zack?
Angeal, what's going on? Why are we fighting Shinra troops?
And I was thinking, oh no, I'm not going to be able to see him as Zack. But then that feeling went away, and whenever I heard him, I finally heard him as Zack. But I even went back to that first scene to see if I was just getting used to the new voice actor, but no, I just don't like his delivery all that much in that scene. But as I went through the game, I saw him as Zack. And a similar thing with Sephiroth, I wish his voice was a little bit deeper, but whenever I hear him, I register it as Sephiroth speaking, so they did both their jobs well, I think. Also, they added in a lot more speaking lines for NPCs, to where I had to look up if they were present in a PSP game, because I'm surprised they put so much effort into that, since Square Enix doesn't always put in the most effort for their remasters, but I think they did a good job here. Also, the music is still good. In my recordings, it's a bit low, but I just think I need to make it louder in the settings, but it honestly still sounds like Crisis Core music. Even the tracks that got remade in 7 Remakes still sound like the PSP soundtrack, which I really like because before Remake's ODST got released, I listened to Crisis Core's soundtrack like it was a remastered version of 7's soundtrack, and I have a lot of love for that soundtrack. Also, I love the CGI cutscenes for the summons. Like, Ifrit and Bahamut look so good, even though I can skip through them, thankfully. In this game, I sometimes like to watch them, and oh, that wasn't my attack. And I'm dead. So this game added in a hard mode, and looking at the options between normal and hard, I thought normal seemed to be like an easy option and hard just a normal, but called different things, so I chose hard mode, though you can switch whenever, which I also really like. And even though there were some difficult moments in Crisis Core, I thought I could handle hard mode, but man, some enemies in this game are so difficult. Like Bahamut just kept kicking my butt, and whenever you do his big move that you can now stop if you attack him, I just instantly die. It can take a lot to not die in this game, especially with this enemy who's just called Hungry. He is a menace. I just wanted the Odin summon, but he's like, no, and he just instantly kills me with so many times. The game also still has the same BMW level ups, which I kind of like since it's like what made the original game kind of weird and unique, but it can be annoying when you get the 777 level up and then get a game over and lose it all. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about for this video. I will be making another Crisis Core video once I finish the game, talk about my overall thoughts on Reunion and Crisis Core in general, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that video. If you've never played Crisis Core before, I highly recommend you play this game. It's the original game, but better in every conceivable way. Please treat yourself and play one of my favorite games of all time. Thanks again to Square Enix for providing me with this code, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, and goodbye!